Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a really quite unnerving personal story. It's an account from someone who claims they lived through something just profoundly chilling.
Absolutely. It's a narrative that really probes that thin veil between life and death, doesn't it?
Hmm.
And, what might happen if that line gets crossed in ways we don't expect.
Yeah, and how a job that's already dealing with death, a mortuary worker, can suddenly become a doorway to something, well, something terrifying.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal here for you listening is to really unpack this account. Look at the details that build this sense of dread.
Right, and try to understand the impact of encountering something truly unknown. The story centers on Jason Mears. He was 29, working the night shift at Oak Hollow County Mortuary, upstate New York.
And this place sounds like something out of a Gothic novel. Built in 1892, stone walls, iron gates. Jason even, they'd always smelled of formaldehyde and, quote, something rotten.
Yeah, sets a mood, doesn't it?
It really does.
And Jason wasn't easily spooked. His dad, his grandfather, both morticians. So, being around the dead was normal for him.
He was used to it. Part of the job.
Completely. But what he says happened in the basement there, well, that changed absolutely everything.
Okay, so let's get into it. Where does it start?
It kicks off with an arrival, an unnamed body, no paperwork, no ID, nothing, just found in a field somewhere.
Okay.
And the condition was strange, emaciated, but the eyes wide open with what Jason described as pure terror frozen on his face.
Wow, okay, so no obvious cause of death.
None. No signs of trauma, no wounds, just that look.
That alone is deeply unsettling.
Yeah.
It suggests something, I don't know, internal or psychological maybe, or something else entirely.
Well, Jason logs him in, 11:03 p.m. He's wailing the gurney towards the embalming room, and that's when the weird stuff starts.
Right.
The lights flicker overhead. Then this sudden, intense cold. He said it was like someone opened a door to a freezer.
Old building, maybe bad wiring, trying to rationalize it.
Exactly. He tried to shrug it off, but then he glanced back at the body, and he swore. Absolutely swore the man's eyes moved, shifted to look right at him.
Oh, come on. That's classic horror movie stuff, but if you're living it.
Right. He freezes, stares, and then a second later, the eyes are shut again.
Okay, so now he's thinking, am I losing it?
Totally. He blames it on fatigue, 3 night shifts back to back. He's thinking maybe he's hallucinating. But then,
There's more.
oh yeah, as he's standing there, hands still on the gurney, a drawer in the cooler unit just slides open
On its own.
on its own. Slowly, silently. He didn't touch it, wasn't near it.
Okay, fatigue doesn't explain that. That's physical. Something actually happened.
He must have been freaked out. He just slammed it shut, locked it, and basically got out of there without looking back, still trying to tell himself it was just tiredness.
Yeah, denial is a powerful thing when faced with the impossible. But it rarely lasts, does it?
Not in this case. Things escalate. Around 2 a.m., he's upstairs alone in the building, remember? And he hears footsteps upstairs in the chapel area.
But the cameras.
He checked. Security feeds showed absolutely nothing, no one there.
Okay, that's deeply creepy.
Yeah.
Auditory hallucination, maybe?
Or not, because then a loud clang echoes up from the basement. Metallic. Like something heavy hit one of the cooler doors down there.
Oh.
Hard.
Okay, no, ignoring that. He has to go down, doesn't he?
He has to. He goes down the stairs, heart pounding, I imagine, and he sees it immediately.
Sees what?
The drawer he'd put the unnamed man in, it's open again. And empty.
Oh no, the body's gone.
Gone. He frantically checks every drawer, searches the embalming room, the storage areas, even the cremation chamber. Nothing.
Is vanished.
Not quite vanished. There was evidence left behind.
You okay?
Wet, bare footprints, starting near the embalming table.
Your footprints. Okay, that's specific. Where did they lead?
They led away from the main area towards the old autopsy chamber, a room that hadn't been used in, over a decade. Dust everywhere, probably.
And he followed them.
He did. And as he got closer to that old room, this smell hit him. Overpowering. He described it as, burnt hair and sulfur.
Sulfur. That's never a good sign in these kinds of stories.
Yeah.
Primal, almost demonic connotations.
Exactly. So he pushes open the door to this disused autopsy room.
And
And the man is there, standing in the middle of the room, but not right.
not right out.
Jason said he was alive, but that wasn't really the word. His body was bent at weird angles. His head was twitching violently, like something inside him was trying to get out.
Oh, that's grotesque. Okay, so not just Walking Dead, something else is happening.
Something else entirely. And then it spoke.
It spoke.
Yeah, Jason said, in a voice that wasn't human, just completely unnatural.
And what did it say? This is crucial.
2 phrases. First, you opened the gate.
The gate, okay.
And second, you pulled me out. You gave me a name.
Right, you gave me a name. That ties back to the intake log, doesn't it? The signature.
It seems like it. Jason's signature next to that blank space.
There's a lot of folklore, a lot of occult belief around the power of naming things. That giving a name to something unknown, an entity, it gives it substance, gives it purchase in our reality, almost like an invitation.
So his simple act of signing the paperwork, he wasn't just logging a body, he was inadvertently, christening this thing.
Potentially. He acknowledged it, gave it a place in the records, even if that place was just a signature next to unidentified. He created a link.
That's a terrifying thought, especially given what happened next. He said that the thing raised its hands and its fingers looked wrong, elongated, twitching like spider legs.
Oh, the imagery is just viscerally horrible.
And then it started crawling up the wall, its neck twisting around at an angle that he said looked like it had no bone.
Okay, that's full-on nightmare fuel. Not just a reanimated corpse, but something else. Something pliable, unnatural.
Jason didn't stick around to analyze it. He ran.
I don't blame him.
Sprinted back upstairs, slammed the basement door, locked it, called 911.
And the police? What did they find?
That's maybe the creepiest part. They found nothing.
Nothing. Nobody. Nothing.
Nobody. No footprints, despite Jason seeing them clearly. The wetness was gone.
Yeah.
And the security footage from that entire period,
Let me guess.
wiped, inexplicably deleted, just gone.
Convenient. Or maybe part of whatever this phenomenon was. Erasing its own tracks.
The only thing left was the intake log. Jason's signature, clear as day, right next to the blank space where the name should have been.
So, no proof. Just his word, his trauma, and that one piece of ambiguous paper. It leaves him completely isolated with the experience.
And it didn't end that night for him. The impact was huge. He quit the mortuary, obviously, moved clear across the country.
Trying to escape it.
Yeah, but he says it didn't work. The thing still visits him.
Nightmares.
More than that. He says he finds muddy footprints sometimes in his hallway, bare footprints.
Oh, man. Even after moving.
Even after moving. And sometimes he wakes up and all the mirrors in his house are just shattered.
That's a haunting, a persistent one. It followed him.
His conclusion, the way he sees it now, is chilling. He says he didn't just sign in a dead body that night. He thinks he invited something in, something that was never human.
That signature, that naming, opened a door, or a gate, as the entity said, and now it's attached to him, rooted in his life because of that single, seemingly mundane action.
So wrapping up this deep dive, it really brings us back to that core idea, doesn't it? How simple actions, things we do every day, like signing a form, could potentially have these enormous, terrifying consequences when they touch on the unknown.
It absolutely does. It suggests that maybe those boundaries we assume are solid between life and death, known and unknown, this world and maybe another, maybe they're much more permeable than we like to think.
And some gates, maybe inadvertently open, can't easily be closed again.
Precisely, leaving this deep, lasting shadow on the person who stumbled too close.
So, a final thought for you to chew on. What does it really mean to give something or someone a name, especially something unknown? And what kind of unseen forces, what kind of gates might we be, nudging open with the simplest gestures in our own lives without even realizing it?